Hi everyone, my name is Sarang Joshi and I'm going to be the instructor for your course, CSC 120. In this short recording, I'm going to go over the course objectives. I am going to do a quick walkthrough of Blackboard if you're new, and also just discuss ways that you can succeed in this course. I've been reading each and every one of your introductions and I'm really excited to be with here, all of you. I'm really interested in all the different backgrounds and the diverse backgrounds that everyone comes from. And what I really want out of this class is for you to learn. It is my goal to get you to program. So I wish you all the best. So to begin, let me go over the objectives of the overall class and how we would be organizing this. So the document that you would want to refer to in this case would be the syllabus document. And in the syllabus document right now, I will go over a few of our objectives. So this class is going to be completely online, means that I would be recording these lectures and would be posting them. Apart from that, and then you can watch those lectures anytime you want. Uh, I would also have office hour sessions of 7 hours a week. Now, these sessions are not compulsory, but the aim of them is to get you up and running, solve your doubts, queries. If you are stuck on a concept, maybe if you need help, this is the time when you can reach out to me. I will make myself available and try my best to help in that situation. So in this quick overview, I will go over what we will be learning in this class and the pace at which we will be learning. So since it's an 8-week course, things are a little short and we are a little compressed on time, but I will do my best to try and make sure that you guys learn out of this. What I really believe in is that once you know how to program and you understand the concepts, you can start applying them. If we get stuck with the grades and if we get stuck with all those things, the focus often shifts from programming and learning to just trying to get a good grade. So I can assure you that I can work with you to help you secure a good grade. I understand that is important for your future goals and everything, but I really want you to learn out of this course and I will do my best. I hope you enjoy it. So what will we learn from here? The programming that we will be doing will be in Python. Now, based on some of the introductions that I have read, I know that all of you may not be familiar with any programming at all. This may be the first time that you may be programming. So it can be a really overwhelming and daunting task. And that's why I created an earlier video, which was a gentle introduction to Python, where you can start using Python right away within your browser. There is also another way of using Python on your local machine, and I will be going over that as well. But for now, we can first step is to get up and running with Python. So I would really encourage you to watch that video. That will give you all the basic steps that you need to start running Python code. It's a really exciting process. In that video, I also go over some things like the common mistakes that people make. I take some feedback from students itself and try to answer your questions. So at any point, if you feel that you don't understand, syntax can be hard to understand. It can be hard to unpack what is really happening over here. I'll tell you from my own experience. When I started out programming, I just couldn't understand some of the concepts that were being taught. I couldn't understand what exactly is a print statement. For example, why do we need a print statement? And these are the little things that I am trying to focus on, where some of the things that I faced. I didn't understand what a loop was. Why do you need a loop? But and if that happens to you, I would just say that hold on. It just takes a while for these concepts to sink in. It doesn't happen naturally. We are humans and we're not machines. What when you start programming, you are actually learning to communicate with a machine. So it requires a different thought process. You have to be really precise. You have to be really precise in what you're trying to say. Approximations don't work because the machine doesn't understand. And that's where all these things happen. Also coming back to things like what exactly is a print statement? Why do you need a print statement? So the best way to think of it is any program that you write takes in certain input and gives you a certain output. That's the general basis of all programs. So the print statement is the output part of the program. You can think of it, what does your program return you? That's what I mean by an output. We can focus more on that in another tutorial, since the intention of this is to go over the course. So a few things that you want to have to do to get started is complete your course quiz and complete your academic integrity quiz. So I hope you guys have already done that. In case not, please reach out to me as there is a deadline on that quiz. You need to get it done. So, and if you have questions about where to find it, you can find it on Blackboard. If you go to, I'm going to enter the student preview on Blackboard, you should have the course entry quiz over here. For all the announcements that I make, I post them usually on a daily basis, and you should go to the announcements tab to look at that. If you see here, there's the course entry quiz. You can find the office hour timings and the meeting times and the link for the meeting here. I have also posted a survey. The intention of this is I don't know what times you might be available to have one-on-one sessions during office hours. It's not compulsory, again, like I said, it's just to help you guys grow as much as possible. So that you can find here. And then the Respondus lockdown browser. We needed this only for the midterm and the final exam, so you don't need it for the quiz. I had this question come up if we need this for the quiz, and you don't need to have it right now, but by the time of the midterm and the final exam, we will need it. So things such as a webcam, you will need a webcam by then, so make sure that you have one. So that's there, and all the new announcements keep getting posted from here. So this is my little introduction. And you can find these things. Now over to where would you find the lectures for every lesson? So it would be for each week, you would find it at a particular place. I'm going to exit through the student preview since. If you go to the lessons tab and the lesson material, this is where you are going to find all the lessons. Now we are on week 1 right now. So on week 1, I have created a folder called lectures for week 1. So all lectures for this week will be uploaded here. We have 3 lectures right now here. So now this current lecture would also be uploaded at the same place. So that's where you can find the lesson information. Let's go back to the syllabus. OK, for the book, we will need to use the 13th edition of this book. I hope you guys have it. In case not, please let me know.